Hi everyone, welcome back to the Wolverine Co channel. Now I've got an amazing video for you today and I hope you're really going to enjoy it because it's about something really interesting. It's about, as you can see, I've got a slideshow presentation to show you, which is a lovely PowerPoint from Twinkl, so thank you the website Twinkl for making this. And it's about toys from the past. Now I love toys and I'm sure you all love toys. So today we're going to talk about some of my favourite toys, maybe some of your favourite toys you can think about. And you might get a chance to ask your adults, your parents, or maybe even grandparents and other adults you know, what their favourite toys were. So we're going to start off with my favourite toy at the moment. Now, my favourite toy at the moment is this fella here. Now, this is the Gunnersaurus. Now, he is a dinosaur, and as you can tell, he's wearing a football kit. And I wonder if any of you know what football kit this is. That's right, it's my favourite team's football kit, the best team in the world, Arsenal. Now the Gunnersaurus is Arsenal's mascot, so if you go and watch him play, Arsenal play at the Emirates Stadium, there's a big character who looks like this, but this is a smaller version of the Gunnersaurus, and I like playing with him because he reminds me of my favourite football team. So that's my favourite toy at the moment, the Gunnersaurus. I wonder what your favourite toy at the moment is. Now, I'll move him in a minute because now we're going to talk about one of my favourite toys from when I was younger. Maybe I was your age. And I used to have lots of toys. I was really lucky. And one of those amazing toys that I had was this fella here. And this is Russ. Russ the Rhino. And I called him Russ. And you might think, oh, that's a strange name for a rhino. But it's because if you look on his tag, I don't know if you can see that. It says the word Russ. Russ. So I named him because I could read the tag, and that's what he was called. So me and Russ used to go on safaris because he's a rhino. We used to find other animals because I used to love animals. I still do love animals. So Russ used to be my favourite toy when I was growing up. So I'll move him to the side. So now we've looked at my favourite toy and my favourite toy from the past. I'm going to look at some toys that are really old. Maybe not that old. But they're older than I am, and they're older than you are. So we're going to have a little look at them, and we're going to explain what children used to play with in the past. So the first one here, and you might recognise this, because we still have these today, I'm sure you might have played with the one. This is called a spinning top. A spinning top. And what you used to do is you'd take one by the top there, and you'd spin it, and you'd see how long you could get it to spin for. And that was the aim of a spinning top. Now this one, children have had forever since they were created. I'm sure you still have some, and you might not have this because this is a teddy bear. Teddy bear. So some of you might not have a bear, but you might have another animal. To some extent, Russ is a bit of a teddy bear, but he's a bit of a teddy rhino. Okay, so you might snuggle up to them at night, and you might go on picnics with your teddy bears. You might do lots of fun things. So in the past, that's what children did as well. People always used to love teddy bears. Now, I know some of you out there will love playing with these, and these have been around for years, and I'm sure that your adults used to play with these as well. These are just building blocks, and we can be really creative with building blocks. We can build towers, we can build buildings, you could recreate a school, or your favourite place. You can see how high you can build a tower. The possibilities are endless of what you can do with building blocks. And children have been playing with these for a long, long time, building lots of amazing things. You might have played with these before. These are marbles. Now these look amazing. You can get lots of different coloured ones. I've got a red one, a blue one, and then some of them have like a marble effect on them, why they're called marbles. And they swirl, and you can get different colour ones, different sized ones. And you play different games with them. Some people like to play a game where you roll them, and then you have to try and roll another one as close to it as you can. Some you can put a marble, because they're a 3D shape, they're a sphere. And you can put them down, and you can roll your marbles and try and hit the other marbles. So that's a fun game to play. And maybe if you've got some marbles around, you could try playing some games with them. Now these were two toys that were around in the past. And they were called Punch and Judy. Now Punch and Judy were puppets. Now you might not know what puppets are, but I've got a friend here who's also a puppet. It's Flo, my friend Flo. And that means I can put my hand in her and she can move and she can dance and she can nod her head. And in the day, Punch and Judy were like this, and they would talk and the children would think that they were really there, but they were actually puppets. And they would put on amazing acts, sometimes at the seaside, sometimes in towns, and they'd be really funny because back in the day, believe it or not, we didn't have a television. So entertainment, children would go and watch puppet performances like Punch and Judy. Now this one's very classic, you might have seen this. This is called a rocking horse. And it gets its name because you can see here, it's a horse, looks like a horse. And it's on, you can just see at the bottom, like a platform that tilts like that. So what you can do is you can sit, and you might have been to a park in the past that has one like that. And you can rock back and forward on it, and you sit on it, and it's like you're on a real horse. So that's what children in the past used to play on. They used to pretend they were on horses and ride them. And the last one here is a pogo stick. Now I had one of these when I was growing up, and I'll be honest with you, I was terrible on a pogo stick. And what you do is you put your feet on here, and you put your hands on there, like that. And you try and jump up and down on the spot on this stick and see how many you can do. Now I wasn't very good, but maybe if you had a go one day, you'd be much better than I am. And here we've got a rag doll. That's a special type of doll, and there are lots of dolls out there, but you might have dolls that you like to play with and pretend they're people and talk to them and play lots of fun, imaginative games with them that are really creative. So in the past, that's what children used to do. They used to play with rag dolls. Now, believe it or not, I asked my mum what her favourite toy was, and she told me she used to have what was called a Cabbage Patch doll, and it was a boy Cabbage Patch doll, and his name was Joshua. And she used to like playing with him, and apparently he had a blue hat, and she used to love his blue hat so much that's why that was her favourite toy. I wonder if you could ask lots of people, maybe you could ask your parents, adults, your friends when you see them, or people on the phone, what their favourite toy is and why. And maybe you could make a list, and you could write a list of the old toys that your older people like, and the toys that you like at the moment. And you could ask people why they like their toys. That's the end of today's video. I hope it made you think about some of your toys and why you love them so much. And maybe made you think that looking through all these videos from the past, the different types of toys that we're really lucky to have today. I hope you take care of yourselves, and we hope to see you soon. Take care. Bye.